If you guys are looking to buy cheap and reliable coins, make sure to check out my sponsor, redzonecoins.com. Use code NOBLE at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Link is in the description. What's up today, my fellow man soldiers? So it's been a long time since I did an update on the best abilities to have on your squad. So I'm going to go through it right now, break down the method that I have. And also I understand that not all of our teams are alike. So I will give you ideas about how to put the best abilities on your squad and so forth. Also, if you can, please drop a like on the video. What that does is it helps get this video out to other people who also like this information. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell right next to it to get notified each and every time I upload a video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I know there's a few people that told me like, hey, why, how come you always ask for likes and how come you always ask for subscribers? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm only asking the people that just tend to forget to like. If you don't want to like it, that's fine. Or you don't want to subscribe, that's your prerogative. But in the end, there's some people, I got some good solid people to tune in and they just tend to forget. So it's as a reminder, and best believe when I do remind them, they like the video. So I do appreciate it. And but for that person that told me that, you already know what time it is. But anyways, let's go ahead and I'm gonna break it down. So here's the thing, right? When it comes to these 98 and 99 overalls, there is a lot of 1A AP abilities. However, I know a lot of you guys, even if you're no money spent, there is a lot of players with good abilities. I will go out there and search players that have discount abilities and have them on your squad. Look at Randall Cunningham, for example, right? And I also got a free 99 overall quarterback that I'm not even using right now, but I do like him though. The only reason I'm using Cunningham right now is because I want to use him as my backup. But when I took Dak Prescott out, Harold Carmichael went down to a 98 overall. So right now I'm using Randall Cunningham, but I'll switch back and forth between him and my 99 overall. But you see right here, I'm able to run 4 AP. Okay, I'm able to run 4 AP on my QB, but for those, like say for instance, you ain't got a great QB and you have to use majority of your AP to get him the best abilities, then I would encourage you guys to do it. If anybody has to have all your AP, it's going to be your QB because he has to get the ball to your receivers and your halfback and so forth. So if you have to use a majority, if not all your AP on your quarterback because they don't have a lot of discount abilities on him, then I would say that. I'm fortunate enough to have a QB that all I have to use is 4 AP. So I'm going to put that out there right now. So let me go ahead into the abilities. When it comes to X factors, I put Omaha right now because he already got good passing abilities. But if my QB wasn't a great passer or his accuracy wasn't all that, then I use Dots. I like Dots because once it's activated, it guarantees perfect passing. But his passing's been great, so I go to Omaha. So once it's activated, I'll see where the defensive backs are at, and it helps me be able to maneuver around and see what type of routes I'm going to run on my receivers and my players. Okay, so now I like Gunslinger. Gunslinger, it gets the ball off fast. If you're able to put Gunslinger on, but I get it for 0 AP, so that's a big plus. I will go ahead and do it. But if anything, I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to your QB, if I have to sacrifice anything, I'd rather have abilities that grant great passing accuracy because you have to get the ball to receivers and your halfback and your players and so forth, right? But if you got that down, then Gunslinger, Roaming Deadeye, once again, get perfect pass accuracy while standing outside the pocket. I like those abilities that give you perfect pass accuracy. There's some QBs that have Hard Route Master for 1 AP or 0 AP. Randall Cunningham don't, so I was able to put Hard Route Master on because once you got Hard Route Master, you ain't got to worry about wide receiver apprentice, halfback apprentice, none of that stuff. As long as your quarterback has it, you'll be able to put your receiver on any route you want to. And then you got Dashing Deadeye, perfect pass accuracy on the run up to 40 yards. So I had to put these abilities on my QB because because I want to make sure I have certain passing accuracy when it comes to the QB. So I would encourage that. Okay, but it is say for instance you don't need that. You have like good accuracy on your QB. QB Playmaker is a good one. Where we else we got? QB Playmaker is a personal. Pass lead elite, people will say I really don't care for it. Threat detector. If you could put it on your QB or your lineman, I would encourage that because threat detector is great. On 3rd and 4th down, you see the blitzers coming through. And it will help you rearrange on the routes your receivers want to go. I love threat detector. I actually do have it on my squad, but it's on my linemen, which you're going to see in a minute, right? So that's it for the QB. Now let's go to the halfback. You're going to see right here what I'm running on my halfback. Here we go right here. I got Fright Train, Route Tech, goal line back, and human joystick. These are perfect. The only thing I would add, I don't have no more AP, but if I did, I would put Energizer because I want to lessen the chances of Emmitt Smith not fumbling it. But I'm pretty sure he'll do good on his own. But I wouldn't mind adding that because it does lessen the chance of him fumbling it altogether, right? It helps him out a lot. But I don't have no more AP, so that's why I don't have it on him. But these are the ones that I have. I always put route tech. So let me simplify it for you guys. If you're able to put route tech on your halfback, route tech on your receivers, I will put route tech on any of my receivers I possibly can, because once your quarterback already has hot route master, you can put your wide receivers on any route you want. The route tech is where it comes in, where it's even better, where it actually helps the hot route master because it'll make your receivers run your routes much more effective. It says right there, quicker cuts while running routes. That's what you're going to want. If you're going to put your wide receiver, your halfback, or one of your players on a route, you want them to be able to run the routes more effective. So I got that on Cole Beasley, Harold Carmichael, and also CeeDee Lamb. I got route tech, so that's going to be the best one right there. Dalton Schultz got it too because he got it discounted, I think, for 1 AP. Okay, so here we go right here. Now on Zach Martin. This is the main lineman I'm going to go to because it's very important. So after my QB has all the best abilities on it, if I have any other ability to add to my lineman, the number one first will be identifier, because I want to know where my opponent's at. Some of you guys are like, I don't care where he's at, can already tell. No, it's very important. I don't want to sit there and guess or figure it out. I want to know exactly where he's out because it helps me to be able to know what route I'm going to put my receivers on or what play I'm going to run. So it's very effective identifier. And also I like nasty streak because, you know, defensive backs and linebackers, I'll go ahead and throw them on over. But where is my, what I got it at? I don't not have a, bro, I'm over here telling you guys to put threat detector on. I do not have threat. Oh, I got it right here. I'm about to say, I know I have the threat detector. There it is right there. So John Madden gets edge protector for 0 AP, which is good. But if I had to pick between the two, they'll always be threat detector because I need to know what's going on third and fourth down. The more I know, the better my route will go. Better routes I'll be able to make and out there on the field and make adjustments and make it happen. Now, okay, this is where it's gonna get good because on my defense, there's only two things I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna go ahead. Well, actually three. It's gonna be in sequence. You guys asked me, like, what about a tier? Okay, this is the tier when it comes to the defense. Every single defensive back put Acrobat on, especially if they're able to get it for 2 AP and less, put Acrobat on. If they're not able to get Acrobat on all your defensive backs, or it's more than 2 AP, then put Pick Artist. Okay, that's what I'll encourage you guys. Put Pick Artist. I'm sorry, not Pick Artist. Yeah, is it Pick Artist? Yeah, it's Pick Artist. I don't know. I want to make sure. Yeah, Pick Artist. You want to make sure Pick Artist so they have a higher chance of intercepting that ball when the ball comes to them. I got Acrobat as well as Pick Artist because those 0 AP anyway. But once again, Acrobat is where it's at when it comes to your defensive back, which is your cornerbacks and your free safeties. Only if you get it for 2 AP and under. If it's higher than that, then you want to go with Pick Artist. Okay, when it comes to your defensive tackles, put inside stuff because it'll help stop the inside plays when it comes to your running. On your left end, I will put Edge Threat Elite, and if you're able to, put outside stuff too. I think I got it over here on one of my my linebackers, right? So that's why I didn't wake up. Yeah, no outsiders. Here we go. Not outside stuff. I'm sorry. No outsiders. Inside stuff and no outsiders. Quicker run sheds against outside zone plays. So on my defensive tackles, I put inside stuff, and on the people I have on my DNs, I put no outsiders at least on one of them because they'll stop the outside run plays. So here's the tier. Acrobat, inside stuff, Lurker. I'm gonna go with Lurker for your middle linebackers because there's gonna be times, even though some of you guys don't use them, I use 3-4 sometimes, so my linebackers are out there, and so when they're out there, I want to make sure that I'm able to intercept that ball and use my linebackers effectively. So I go with Lurker. So Acrobat, inside stuff, Lurker, and then I go with no outsiders, then Edge Threat Elite. And then whatever else, any other experiments you guys want to go ahead and go about doing it. So that is what I run on my defense. It's very simple. On offense, if you guys want a tier, it's going to be any abilities for your QB that makes him great at passing. If your QB is good and you're white the way he passes without abilities, then you're going to want to go with Gunslinger. You're going to want to go with Hot Route Master, and you're going to want to go with like what's the other one? Pass lead elite and stuff like that. Maybe even conductor and things like that to make your QB much more effective. And then after that, identifier off the top, and then route tech, and then I'll go ahead and go with threat detector and then go from forth like that. That's if you guys want a tier. That's my tier, and that's how I'll go building my team. It's the best way. It works for my team. And you don't have to have 99, 98 overalls. There is a lot of other players out there who have discounted abilities. Look for them, search for them, find them, go to mut.gg and stuff like that. They will break it down for you and then pick your players accordingly. That's how I do it. Until next time, any questions, put in the comment section. I'm out.